If everything in your life feels like it's falling apart right now, you need to understand one thing. God is not punishing you, He's testing your faith, and the stakes are higher than you think. When doors slam shut, when the silence from heaven is deafening, when betrayal hits from people you trusted most, it's not random. It's strategic. You're not forgotten. You're being forged. Just like Abraham was asked to lay Isaac on the altar in Genesis 22, God will often ask you to place your most treasured thing on the line. Not because He wants to take it, but because He wants to see if you trust Him more than the promise itself. And when that pressure comes, the delay, the rejection, the confusion, it's not a sign that God is absent. It's proof that He's near. If you're being stretched beyond your limit, it's because your next level requires a version of you that hasn't been born yet. James 1:3 reminds you that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, not comfort, not answers, but the kind of strength that can't be faked. And here's the secret most believers don't admit. Many people collapse not from the attack, but from the waiting. The silence of God is not a denial. It's a sacred classroom. What you do when God says nothing reveals more about your faith than what you say when He speaks. Remember Job? He lost everything: family, wealth, health. Yet in Job 13:15 he declared, "Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him." That's the level of raw surrender God is searching for in you. When you can worship with unanswered prayers, when you can serve with a shattered heart, when you can give with an empty cup, that's when you terrify hell and attract heaven. And make no mistake, the enemy sees what God is doing, and he will try to disguise your test as abandonment. He'll whisper lies. God doesn't care. God forgot you. This is pointless. But don't fall for it. This is the exact moment when God is checking what you really believe. Not what you post, not what you preach, but what you hold on to in the dark. Hebrews 11:6 says that without faith, it's impossible to please Him, which means your current battle is not about your feelings. It's about your foundation. Can you trust Him when the blessing hasn't come? Can you obey when the outcome is hidden? Can you still walk by faith and not by sight when nothing makes sense? If so, you're passing a test most people secretly fail. And here's the shocking part. The reward isn't always relief. It's revelation. You'll begin to see who God really is when everything else falls away. Not the version you learned in Sunday school, but the one who shows up in the fire like He did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Not to keep them from the fire, but to walk with them in it. This is a divine setup. You're not being destroyed, you're being defined. The crushing you feel is the same kind that produced the oil from Gethsemane, the oil that anoints, that heals, that breaks yokes. Romans 8:28 still applies. All things work together for good, even the confusion, even the waiting, even the silence. So if you're facing this now, don't curse the test, conquer it. Stand your ground, guard your mind, keep your hands clean and your heart surrendered, because on the other side of this fire is a version of you that hell hoped would never survive. But you will. You're not just being tested, you're being trusted.